Namaste. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Aparna. I am your emotional healing synergist. I am an Ayurvedic psychotherapist, a passionate infopreneur, medical writer, and a budding YouTuber. In my pursuit to address, promote, and propagate Ayurveda and psychotherapy globally, I come up with discussions every week on either Ayurveda or mental health or psychotherapy and related aspects. So today's topic of discussion is the is procrastination. So what is procrastination? And I happened to read a wonderful book couple of years ago, that is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. So it talks about 21 ways to stop procrastination. So this is today's topic of discussion. This book has helped me personally a lot, and I wanted to share this book. People ask me about, how do you take the process of emotional metamorphosis. So this is also a process of emotional metamorphosis. You're transforming through self help books. So this is also one. And without wasting time, let's get started. So e- so before jumping into the book, we have to first understand what is procrastination. I think all of you might have heard procrastination, procrastination, procrastination. So what is procrastination? So procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing the tasks or actions, uh, often to the point where they become urgent or even overdue. Constant delaying or postponing of anything, of the important tasks. So it involves avoiding or putting off important or necessary activities despite knowing that they have to be completed. So a person knows that it has to be completed but keeps on delaying it or postponing it or avoiding it. So, just in brief, I'll talk about procrastination in some other session in detail. Just in brief, let's know what are the signs of procrastination. So, what does the person do? He delays, delaying tasks. See, constantly putting off tasks, especially those that are important or require effort. So, and frequent distractions, easily getting sidetracked by less important activities like checking social media instead of focusing on task at hand. So, and rationalizing delays. So, coming up with excuses or justifications for not starting or completing a task. Feeling overwhelmed, that is feeling overwhelmed by the size or complexity of the task, which leads to avoidance. Last minute rushes, that means waiting until the last possible moment to start a task, often resulting in added stress and lower quality work. The next is a sign is perfectionism, wanting tasks to be absolutely perfect, point where they are never considered good enough to start or finish. So, next is lack of motivation, struggling to find the motivation or enthusiasm to begin a task. That means avoiding responsibility, shifting a blame or avoiding tasks because of a fear of failure or not meeting expectations. So now comes the important part of the session, that is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. This is a highly recommended book for most of the reason. Why should you read this book if you ask me this question? So firstly, it gives you 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. So what does it do? Time management expertise. So Brian Tracy is a renowned expert in the field of time management and personal productivity. He distills his decades of experience into actionable advice that can significantly improve your efficiency. Next is why I read this book is simple and practical strategies. The book provides straightforward, easy to implement strategies for overcoming procrastination and accomplishing more in less time. So, and also this book helps in focusing on priority setting. So Tracy emphasizes the importance of identifying and tackling the most critical tasks first, allowing you to make progress towards your goals. So this book emphasizes on the importance of identifying and tackling the most critical tasks first. That means important and productive tasks first, and then it is universally acceptable. So the principles in the book apply to various aspects of life, not just work. This makes it relevant, for personal development and improving overall quality of life. So, and this book is an accessible language. So Tracy communicates his ideas in a clear and concise manner, making it easy for readers to grasp and implement his techniques. Real life examples and case studies. So Tracy supports his advice with practical case studies and examples, which help illustrate how his strategies have been successfully applied in real world. So, not only this, see, my critical notes on this would be like the three D's. After reading the book, I made some points, I have made some notes of each chapter that I'm going to, explain it in my words. I have made some notes and highlights that what I felt is very important from this book. So if you just hear the session whenever you're free, you can have an idea, good idea of the book, and you can definitely go read this book. So what I have made, the key points which I have collected it, the three D's of a new habit formation. If you have to form a new habit, you need three D's. One is you need three key qualities to develop the habits of focus and concentration. They're all learnable. That is decision, discipline, and determination. They are decision, discipline, and determination. There is a powerful formula for setting and achieving goals that you can use for the rest of your life. It consists of seven simple steps. So, what are the seven simple steps here? Decide exactly what you want. That means you have to definitely know what you want, whether it is in your professional life, whether it is in your personal life. You have to actually know, or if you are having any health goals, or for your health, you have to know what exactly do you want. Then the step 2 is write it down. Whatever you want, it should be noted. What happens is when you write, it creates a map in the subconscious mind. You are often reminded of that, and what happens is you start taking actions towards it. So then the step 3 comes is set a deadline on your goal. Set sub deadlines if necessary. So what you have to do is you have to set a deadline on your goal and set sub deadlines if necessary. The step 4 is make a list of everything that you can think of that you are going to have to do to achieve your goal. So, what is the step 4? You have to make a list of everything that you can think of. That means you have to brainstorm what what all is needed you to achieve your goal. The step 5 is organize the list. Whatever list you have made, organize list and turn it into a plan. Make your list into a plan. Next, step 6 is, this is the most important step. Take action on your plan immediately. What we do is we keep strategizing things, and we do not take action. So, taking action on your plan immediately is the most important thing. Next is step 7. Resolve to do something every single day that moves you toward your major goal. So you have to do something, take tiny steps, take some actionable steps every day, you know so that you ensure that you're moving towards your goal. So these are the 7 points which I've made a note. So I will now start talking about the each chapter and what is the important highlight that I learned from that chapter while reading the book. So in chapter 1 is called set the table. So in the chapter 1, this chapter emphasizes the importance of setting clear goals and priorities to maximize productivity. Insights here. Tracy suggests using the 80-20 rule, also known as Pareto principle. You know what Brian Tracy suggests is here using the 80-20 rule, that is also known as Pareto principle that we have studied, which states that roughly 80% of the results come from the 20% of the efforts. So from 20% of the results you get efforts, you get 80% of the results. So, by identifying the most important tasks, you can focus your energy on what truly matters. So, what you have to do is you have to put your 20% efforts so that you get 80% results. But how? You have to identify the most important task. You have to prioritize. You can focus your energy on what truly matters. Second is plan every day in advance. So here, second chapter is plan every day in advance. So what is the summary here is, Tracy encourages readers to plan their day uh, the night before, to start with a clear direction in the morning. That means we have to plan every day in advance. We have to plan the next day's routine the previous night, so that we have a clear direction on what to do, what to prioritize on. That means having a detailed plan allows you to begin the day with purpose rather than reacting to circumstances. That means you have every day you have a purpose to serve. You have actionable goals every day. You keep actionable goals every day, actionable tasks every day. Otherwise what happens is you keep reacting to the circumstances. You feel exhausted at the end of the day, but you have accomplished nothing. So have a plan. What happens is it helps in avoiding time wasting activities. We spend a lot of time in activities which waste our time and efforts. So planning and prioritizing helps to avoid all such things. So the chapter 3 talks about the apply the 80-20 rule to everything. So chapter 3 states apply the 80-20 rule to everything. That means 80-20 rule is emphasizing its applicability in various aspects of life, not only work. See here, 80-20 rule can be applied in professional and personal setups. So, what is that? Understanding that a small portion of your efforts yield the majority of results can help you prioritize and focus on high impact tasks. For example, we feel, array if I work out for 40 minutes every day, I have to work out for 2 years or 3 years to get the result. But that 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes every day, that consistent efforts in the long term is going to give you the maximum results. Same wise, let's take a simple example. We brush our teeth every morning and every night, twice a day, only for 2 minutes. So the 2 minutes keeps your you feel, what is that, what is so important about brushing your teeth, but that those 2 minutes is like, it is on, in the long term it is going to give you the best results. Because of that, you will not have tooth problems. In the same way, this might be a very small example, the exercise and this, the 20% of the efforts which we put every day will give you in the long term 80% of the benefits. So we have to keep our efforts consistent and actionable efforts and prioritize our tasks. Next chapter is chapter 4, talks about consider the consequences. So what is that? For every action, or for every act, or for every decision we make, we have a consequence. So here consequence. So this chapter encourages to think about the potential consequences of their actions before proceeding. So if you think you're gonna take leave today, do nothing, and you're gonna take a without pay leave today because you don't want to do something. So you have to keep the consequence in mind, that one, you're not going to be paid, and two, that your whole day is gonna be wasted, that is not gonna be productive. If there is something productive, more productive than doing this work, then go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you have to always, have a think about the potential consequences of the actions, before you take a decision or you act on something. You have to be careful of the consequences, or you have to consider the consequence. By considering the long term effects of your decisions, you can make informed choices and avoid impulsive behavior. See, by considering the long term effects of your decisions, you can make more informed choices and avoid impulsive behavior. The next chapter talks about practice creative procrastination. So you may think, what is creative procrastination and what is creative in procrastination, anyways? So Tracy suggests that not all the tasks are equally important. Some can be delayed or eliminated. You have to procrastinate those tasks which are not important. That is called creative procrastination. That means you have to plan the tasks according to the priority of importance they are to you. Okay, if some project needs to be completed within date, that should be your first priority, not cooking or not cleaning, right? So prioritize your tasks. So not all the tasks are equally important, and some can be delayed or even eliminated. Set means, what is creative procrastination here? Effective time management involves choosing which tasks to prioritize and which to postpone or delegate. Some you can postpone, some you can delegate, which are not necessary. This prevents you from spreading yourself too thin. You know, being becoming more exhausted. You can just concentrate on what is important. So, next chapter is use the ABCDE method continually. That means Tracy introduces a prioritization method, that is ABCDE method. Using letters to categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. What is ABCDE here? First, you have to write the task, A being the most important task and E being the less important task. So A, B, C, D, E. When you plan every day, you're gonna write A, B, C, D, E. So presentation, meeting, consultation, then cooking, cleaning, whatever, reading book, whatever is the least important, you have to keep it in E. What is the most important, you have to keep it in A. So, by assigning letters to tasks, you can easily identify and tackle the most critical ones first, ensuring that focus on high priority items. So, next is focus on key result areas. That means Tracy advises identifying and concentrating on the areas that have the greatest impact on your goals and success. That means focus on KRAs, that means key result areas. So here, Brian Tracy advises identifying and concentrating on the areas that have greatest impact on your goals and success. See, what it means is knowing where your strengths lie. So, know your strengths, where you can make the most significant contributions, which is the area where you can contribute significantly. And this allows you to allocate your time and resources effectively. What does it do? It helps in time management. So, it allows you to allocate your time and resources effectively. So, the next is apply the law of three. Tracy introduces the concept of choosing three tasks that will have the most significant impact on your goals. So, apply the law of three. Chapter 8 is apply the law of three. So Tracy introduces the concept of choosing three tasks that will have the most significant impact on your goals. That means by limiting your focus to a small number of crucial tasks, you can avoid feeling overwhelmed and increase your productivity. So minimize your task, keep it three at a time. You write three tasks at a time, three crucial tasks. By limiting your tasks to a smaller number of crucial tasks, you can avoid feeling overwhelmed. Don't take all the work at once, break it into small pieces, you know and then keep, three. That means you will not feel overwhelmed and exhausted, and it will increase your productivity gradually. So, ninth chapter is prepare thoroughly before you begin. Tracy emphasizes the importance of thorough preparation before starting a task. So, proper planning and organization set the stage for successful execution. So, you must have a plan, that means a strategy. Proper planning and organization set the stage for successful execution, reducing the likelihood of errors or setbacks. So, this is the ninth chapter. Prepare thoroughly before you begin. So, don't waste so much time in preparation, also, then you become a perfectionist and don't act as well. So, you have to keep preparing, you have to keep executing, keep preparing, keep executing. Keep strategizing, keep executing. That is the thing. And this is the most important thing is chapter 10, take it one step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with more number of tasks. Writing, okay, I'll do 10 things a day. No, write three things. I'll do three things a day, productive, in the productive list. you know what this chapter advises is breaking tasks down into smaller and manageable steps. Then, see, by approaching large or complex tasks incrementally, the incremental approach, he talks about the incremental approach, you can maintain focus and motivation, making the overall process more manageable. So, if you can maintain focus and motivation, making the overall process more manageable if the tasks are broken down, into smaller and manageable steps. You have a strategy. Next, see, these are all the 10 chapters, you know these are the 10 chapters. That is the, you can say, this is the summary of what 10 chapters is. Now what I'm going to talk about is, as I said in the beginning, brain Tracy provides 21 practical strategies to help stop procrastination. So what are the 21 practical strategies in the book? So let's get started. Set clear goals. The first one is, you have to set clear goals. Clearly defined goals provide direction and motivation, reducing the likelihood of procrastination. The main reason for procrastination is you do not have a direction, you do not have a goal. That's the main reason. Instead of a vague goal like exercise more, set a specific goal like go for a 30-minute walk every morning, do a 30 to 40-minute exercise, like that. Okay, that is an example. Clearly defined goals. Next is, plan every day in advance. That means planning your day the night before helps you start with a clear focus and purpose. That means create a to do list for the next day, prioritizing tasks based on the importance that means to you and your goals. Okay. Third is, apply the 80-20 rule. We have talked about the 80-20 rule. That means focus on the tasks that yield the most significant results. That means 20% of the efforts, 80% of the results. And delegate or eliminate less important tasks. So you have to delegate, either delegate or eliminate the less important tasks. Or you can do creative procrastinating. What is creative procrastination? You can delay the less significant tasks, or you can postpone it, or you can eliminate it. That means, in a sales role, concentrate on the clients or leads that are likely to bring in the highest revenue. You have to concentrate on the clients who bring the highest revenue. So next is, fourth is, consider the consequences. We have talked about this. That means think about the potential positive or negative outcomes of your actions to make more informed decisions. So that means, before deciding to skip a workout, consider how much it might affect your long term health and well being, right? So you have to consider the consequences. Next, practice creative procrastination. So not all the tasks are equally important. Delay or eliminate tasks that do not contribute significantly to your goals. That means, instead of responding immediately to every email, prioritize and address the most important ones first, right? Next, sixth is, use the ABCDE method continually. That means, we also talked about ABCD. That means prioritize tasks by assigning letters based on urgency and importance. So A being the highest priority and E being the lowest. So, an A task might be preparing a presentation for an important meeting, and E task could be organizing your desk, right? Both are not equally important. So, for the first is important, the last is least significant. Next, focus on key result areas. That means identify and concentrate on the areas that have the most impact on your goals and success. That means, if you are a writer, focusing on high quality content creation is more critical than administrative tasks. So, if you are a writer, what is more important? Focusing on high quality content rather than focusing on the administrative tasks. So, apply the law of three. Eighth one is, so choose the tasks that will have the most significant impact on your goals and work on them first. So if you're launching a product, example, focus on the tasks like finalizing the product, marketing strategy, and setting up sales channels. So if you are launching a product, what you are do, the three most important things is for finalizing the product, marketing strategy, and setting up sales channels. So this is the example. You have to apply the law of three. For every task you have to three take three actionable goals or steps. Prepare thoroughly before you begin. That means proper preparation sets for successful execution, reducing the likelihood of errors or setbacks. So before a presentation, thoroughly research on your topic, create compelling visuals, and rehearse your delivery. So this will help you for the successful execution. Strategy helps in successful execution, preparing, proper preparation, okay, after the strategy. So take it one step at a time. 10th is, so break tasks into smaller and manageable steps to maintain focus and motivation. That means when writing a book, start by outlining chapters, then focus on writing one section at a time. So when you write a book, start by outlining chapters and then focus on writing one section at a time. So upgrade your key skills. 11th one is to upgrade your key skills. That means continuous improvement. So, continuously improve your essential skills to increase your effectiveness in completing tasks. That means if you are a marketer, staying updated with the latest digital marketing trends and tools can significantly enhance your performance. So, next is identify your key constraints. So recognize the factors or limitations that are holding you back from achieving your goals. So if you are a business owner aiming to expand, so limited access to capital can be a key constraint. So identify your key constraint is the 12th one. That means recognize the factor or limitation that are holding you back from achieving your goals. Next is put the pressure on yourself. That means, see, create a sense of urgency and accountability to motivate yourself to take action. That means set strict deadlines for tasks and inform others of these deadlines to hold yourself accountable. So create a sense of urgency and accountability to motivate yourself to take actions. And maximize your personal powers. 14th one. So what is maximizing personal powers is identify your peak energy and focus times and schedule important tasks during those periods. If you are the most alert and focused in the morning, allocate that time for the most critical tasks. So personal power, if you are a morning person, sometime if you're a morning person, you are almost alert and focused in the morning, so allocate the important tasks or the most critical tasks in the morning. That means identify your peak energy and focus times and schedule important tasks during those periods. And motivate yourself into action. That means you use motivational techniques such as positive self talk, visualizing success, visualizing techniques to spur yourself into action. Like means be a self motivator. Like motivation, you can positive self talk or affirmations and visualization techniques you can use. That means before a challenging workout, you can remind yourself of the benefits of exercise and imagine how accomplished you will feel afterward. So, next is practice self discipline. This is the 16th one. Cultivate self discipline to overcome the natural tendency to procrastinate. So you have to cultivate self discipline to overcome the natural tendency to procrastinate. That means avoid distractions like social media during designated working hours and commit to staying focused on your tasks. So You have to cultivate self discipline. Next is visualize yourself as unstoppable. That means imagine yourself completing tasks effectively, effortlessly, and achieving, your goals to boost confidence and motivation. So visualization technique also helps really well. That means if you are preparing for a presentation, suppose, visualize yourself delivering it confidently and engaging the audience. This is the 17th one. Visualize yourself as unstoppable. 18th is the most important one. Eat that frog. That means tackle your most challenging and important first thing in the morning. Eat that frog is most important thing, should be performed first in the morning to build momentum and confidence. So tackle your most challenging and important task first thing in the morning. Next, that means if you are a student with a major assignment due, start by outlining and researching the topic before anything else. Before anything else, you wake up in the morning, start by outlining, researching the topic before you start something else, some other task. So 19th is technology is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. You should use, he says, technology must be used as a servant. That means technology should be in your control. You should not be in technology's control. Social media is a great example. That means technology is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. That means use technology as a tool to enhance productivity, but be mindful, not let it become a source of distraction. Use technology as a tool to enhance your productivity, to upgrade your skill, to reach your to achieve your goal, but do not let it become a source of distraction, and do not let it control you. Use apps and tools for task management and time tracking, but set limits to prevent aimless scrolling on social media. This is a great example. We aimlessly scroll on social media sometimes. That needs to be, that means the social media is controlling us rather than the social media. So it should not happen. That is what he's telling here. So lead the field means stay at the forefront of your field by continuously learning and adapting to new trends and technology. Stay at the forefront. Stay in the front. How? By continuously learning and adapting to new trends and technologies. So in a rapidly evolving industry like technology, staying updated with emerging technologies is essential to maintain a competitive edge. So in a rapidly evolving industry, example technology, staying updated with the emerging technologies is essential to maintain a competitive edge. So, identify, last but not the least, is 21st is identify your key constraints. We have talked about this. That means recognize the factors or limitations that are holding you back from achieving your goals. If you are a business owner aiming to expand, see, limited access to capital or resources, etc., may be the key constraint. So, identify your key constraints so that you can work on it. You know, all these are the strategies designed to help you overcome procrastination and enhance productivity in various areas of life. That means personal and professional. Applying these techniques can lead to increased efficiency, improved performance, and a greater sense of accomplishment. So what happens is, you know this book is a great read. So I would suggest you to go through this book. It is a good read, and let me know of your thoughts if you have read the book, and what did you feel about my critical highlights, and how are you like the sessions. Let me know in the comments. So thank you for staying tuned, and that's it for today. I'll be back with another discussion in the next session, and thank you. Namaste.